Hi, I'm Matt Mazzei, founder of the Rainbow Delegation, and this is the fourth installment of the State of the Delegation. I thought this time I would introduce to you Ben Cummings. He is our most valued volunteer, and the reason why many of you are getting wristbands a couple weeks after requesting them rather than a couple months after requesting them. So thank you to Ben.
I basically do all the work Matt doesn't want to do, so...
Well, someone's got to do it, right? So anyway, if you have a few moments, he is the other admin on the Facebook page, so please feel free to send him a message thanking him for all the hard work he does and tell him how much you appreciate it. So,
and I will accept your friend request if you add me.
Yes, if you want to. But anyway, update. Okay, 75,000 wristbands now have been given to people in 65 countries. And so first and foremost, I'd like to thank all of the sponsors who have stepped up and have helped to make that possible. Without all of you, we couldn't be doing this at all. So thank you so much.
And we also would really like to thank everyone who's been wearing their wristbands. That visual sign of support is what this is all about, and anyone out there may be seeing that, and it may be the sort of thing that just makes their day.
Yes, so thank you so much. And we know it makes a lot of people's days because we get emails every day from people telling us how much of a difference it's making. And everyone has a story, and we not only love to hear them, but we are thinking that it'd be really encouraging for all of you to hear each other's stories. And so what we were thinking is if you could make a video basically saying who you are, where you're from, why you wear your wristband, or a story you have, or the difference you see the wristband making, and then upload that on YouTube. We're going to take all of those and make a compilation video basically that would kind of give an overview of what the Rainbow Delegation is about and share some of those stories with each other. And so basically a good example of that is going to be a video that was already submitted by Ed Cortez from Peru. And so we're going to show that to you now.
Hi, my name is Ed Cortez. I'm 23 years old and I'm from Lima, Peru. I use my wristband because it's a way to support a lot of people around the world who have to be high because they are not accepted by the society. Safe and supportive in Lima, Peru.
Now Ed's video is a perfect example of the type of video that we need. And so there's a few basic components. The first is who you are. So if Ben was doing this, it'd be
Ben Cummings.
Where you're from.
Fresno, California.
And then why you wear your wristbands, or the difference you see it making, or maybe a little story that you have about wearing your wristbands. We can just get that for now. And then at the very end, the most important thing is that you hold up the wristband like such and say safe and supportive in Fresno, California, or Lima, Peru, or whatever it is that you're from. And another video that I actually wanted to share with all of you is from Andrew. Now, Andrew is actually one of the young people who inspired me to start this movement last year. And so if you've ever heard me speak about the Rainbow Delegation or heard any of the backstory, you know about the young people who came out to me and really showed me the need for this sort of thing. And so I just wanted to share with you a video that Andrew put together telling his story. So we can have that for you now.
The Rainbow Delegation helped me from a very negative state of mind. I was incredibly in the closet. I was extremely insecure with myself. I hardly ever told anyone about my dark secret. And I was trying to accept that I'd never be happy because I'd never be able to come out of the closet. Because I'm from a very conservative part of the country. And I felt lost. I felt like I couldn't express who I was because the majority of the population at home is not exposed to homosexuality. Now the school year started, and I saw very many of my friends wearing these wristbands, and I thought, okay, this is the exact reason why I wasn't out of the closet, because I thought all these people weren't accepting of homosexuality. And since then, things have really looked up. I've become incredibly secure with who I am, even though I have been bullied a little bit, not too much. It just doesn't matter because I am who I am, and I'm incredibly secure with that. Thank you to the Rainbow Delegation. Safe and supportive in Clovis, California.
As you saw, Andrew has a really compelling story, and we know that there are countless stories like that out there. So we want you guys to upload your videos so everyone can see how many safe and supportive individuals there are around the world.
Yes, and there's actually an extra incentive. So out of the videos that you upload, and the ones that we take and we use, one person is actually going to win a prize, and that prize is actually this wristband. And so we have tens of thousands of wristbands coming through the headquarters, and every once in a while there's one that something happens to it and it doesn't quite look like the rest. But this one actually looks like a sunrise, and it's super cool. And so I thought, I actually wore this for about a month or two because I thought it was really neat, but I think I'm going to offer it up as a prize. I don't know if me having worn it actually makes it more or less valuable, but it's the same price as every other wristband, which is free. So all you have to do is you have to upload the video on YouTube and email us a link, okay? Remember the components: who you are, where you're from, why you wear your wristband, and then safe and supportive in city and country or city and state. Make sure that the lighting is keeping you visible, and as much as possible, please have the wristband be visible. And say Rainbow Delegation throughout the video. That'd be awesome. That's basically it for now. There's some changes happening with the website and how the requests are going to be processed in the future, which will hopefully allow us to get the wristbands out faster to everyone and handle an increase in requests. And so I'm looking forward to that. Also, I wanted to remind everyone that it's only through the generous sponsorship of individuals that this is able to happen. And so please, if you're someone that can sponsor wristbands or shipping, please consider doing so, because it's only through that that this is possible. Thank you so much for all of your support, and thank you for wearing your wristband daily.